How do you explain sex being your way to get to the Kundalini?
Well, I mean, at the time it was, shallow, but the thing that I've learned about the Kundalini is that Kundalini energy is essentially your sexual energy. The only thing is it's sexual energy turned inwards instead of outwards. Instead of throwing out your seed outward, what you're doing is projecting your seed inward into your brain, and that your own very seed is what expands your consciousness. As they're going through this experience, and everybody has reported the same thing, they're all saying, yeah, I experienced a great amount of sexual energy. Right. This is why I think the church and all these different religions have been suppressing sexuality, is because sexuality is the gateway to expanding our consciousness. Right. It's just sexuality projected inwards. But the thing is, if you're not free to project it outwards, how are you going to be free to project it inwards? You're not. You know. Yeah. To be honest with you, like to this day, I'll smoke weed occasionally. There's so much stigma about it being bad for you and this and that. And yeah, I do believe that if you smoke marijuana every day, it's bad for you. There's no doubt about it. But the thing is, it's marijuana has definitely helped me a lot on this path. Whenever I've had emotional problems and things of that nature, and I've had a lot of it, you know, I'd smoke a joint and I would relax. And the thing is, you can get so much done when you're just relaxed. Because this energy wants you to be relaxed. So many different religions and different spiritual traditions use marijuana and have used marijuana for thousands of years. And there's nothing negative about it, you know? You go on your trip, it's your inward trip, and there's a lot to be learned from it, there's a lot to be gained from it. I definitely do not advocate smoking weed on a regular basis. I think that's complete degradation of your, not only your physical system, but your spiritual system. Well, first of all, make it so you do something with it, so you learn something about it. Don't do it just to escape reality or, to do something stupid. Getting high and listening to some mind expanding music, having a mind expanding conversation with friends, yeah, that's very beneficial. But at the same time, you don't want to do that and have to work the next day, and because you might be a little more lucid, than you'd want to be at work. You want to be sharp at work. If you're trying to get things done in life and smoke weed, it's not going to happen. If you want to get things done, you got to be clear-headed, but it has its place, like anything else. Like I talk a lot about certain extremes, but I don't talk a lot about balance. And the thing that's brought me to the point where I am is balance. Balancing yourself in your physical life actually creates a certain balance in the spiritual life, because it's not about extremes. It's not about dropping everything, dropping all of your friends and going and doing one thing. And at the same time, it's not about all of your friends and it's not about all of your things. Make time for your work, make time for your fun, make time for your friends, make time for your hobbies. Doing all these things is what completes a person, makes a person a person. Not doing one thing to the extreme or another to the extreme and then dropping that and then doing that. I know, because I used to do all that. You need to build fortitude in life. And the only way you're going to build fortitude, which is strength of mind, is through self-discipline, you know? And so self-discipline, balance, know what you want, set some goals, go with that, and don't try to go climb the mountain in one day. It's not going to happen. But if you set some normal, reasonable goals and plan to achieve them over a period of time, then it's going to be doable. And then once you achieve those goals, you're going to be able to achieve more goals. And the more goals you achieve, the more you're going to be climbing the mountain. Where I am right now, I didn't get here instantaneously. I didn't get here after I had that instantaneous awakening. No. That's why a lot of people, yeah, they'll have Kundalini awakenings, partial or full awakenings. But the thing is, a lot of them I see, they won't really change the way that they're doing things in life. One thing that's very important as going through this experience is developing ethics, developing morals, developing developing respect towards others, and all these virtues. It's all about balance. You give, and you're gonna get something in return. You share love, you're gonna get love back. It's just how things work. It's just the natural law. You, humor does something very intriguing. Humor it humor connects you with other people, and it does so by breaking all of these barriers that usually stand in the forefront of two people meeting each other. Really, the formula of a lot of humor is like serious context, but just something doesn't make sense. Pieces don't fit. So at that moment when you're like, huh, what? You actually realize, oh, it's a joke. And that idea that, you know, there was that first like serious thing there, that pent up emotion of seriousness, and when it's released, it's just something very positive. It's like a very positive expansion of emotion that happens, and you know, you laugh or you smile or something. I have a very hard time being serious in general, and like humor just works on all levels. Like whether I'm with young people or old people, it's just universal. It's like the universal language if you want to connect someone to make them laugh and stuff, and I love, you know, I love watching people laugh and making people laugh, and I found that people listen to me a lot more when I'm not, if I'm even talking about spiritual subjects. I've always tried to use a certain amount of humor just to show that I can be trusted. There's something about humor that lets people know that, okay, you can trust this guy. I can't lie. I can't lie to myself. I can't lie to others, and I think that's also like through humor too. I have my spiritual topics which I share with people who are willing to listen and whom I want to help. But I keep it more, I guess, to myself because not everyone wants to engage in that. But humor, everyone. I don't miss a soul with humor.